Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And it seems like it's been a long time since we talked to you, but it's only been about a week. But we've had a lot going on this last week, and so we're going to do some catch up and try to fill you in on everything that's been going on. Been pretty busy and hectic, hasn't it, Marie?
It certainly has.
Seems like everything is going on and happening. First thing we'll talk about Marie's hip. Now, she is still having trouble with her hip. We have made her appointment with the ortho surgeon doctor, and so she'll be seeing him, I think, in about 3 weeks. Is that right, Marie?
Yeah.
And Marie said that's a long time to wait.
It is.
She's taking the leave, but she's only taking it a little at a time, no more than she has to. The leave does seem to help her. She's also using some Bengay and just several different things trying to relieve the pain. Right, Marie?
Yeah, and a pain patch.
And pain patches, yes.
Yeah.
And so hopefully the ortho doctor will be able to help us out. We also have an appointment Thursday of this coming week with our regular primary care doctor. And so she is aware of what's going on with Marie, and she was one that set up the appointment for the ortho. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit, and I'm going to start last Sunday when we did our Sunday chat. That afternoon, we had a windstorm that you would not imagine. And I did get just a little short video clip of the windstorm, but it destroyed my garden. It turned over all my tomato cages except for one, and it blew over all my pepper plants and all my squash and cucumbers. It blew them over. It was a really big mess.
Yeah.
So on this first clip, it shows the wind as it's happening and what's going on. A windstorm just come through just now and basically has blown everything over. All my peppers are blown over. All my tomato cages are blown over. I'm gonna get here and see if I can straighten them up just a little bit. And then on the second clip, I'm gonna show you what, this was probably about an hour later. Okay, Lamar and his wife Tara came down and they helped me get all the cages stood back up. We put some blocks on them temporarily to hold them in place. We didn't get a lot of rain, but we are getting some rain now. And cucumbers, it didn't bother them too bad, but the squash, basically it blew every plant over. And I don't want to try to stand them up. I'm just going to leave them like they are. They'll probably stand up on their own. And we were able to stand up the pepper plants. A lot of corn's leaning over, but the corn will stand up by itself as long as it's not leaned over too bad. But it's sprinkling rain right now. We didn't get hardly, we only got just a little bit of rain out of the storm, but the wind was blowing so hard in the pictures I took that the plastic bags were standing straight out like that right there. And right here you can see I got a bunch of squash. Just look at all those little squash that's coming on. And I sure hope that the plants survive because we love squash. Okay, and all my okra has blowed over sideways, but it should stand back up. Okay, let me get back inside. It's thundering and lightning right now, and I don't want to stay here too long, but Lamar and Tara were able to come down and help me get everything stood back up, and we was able to do it before the rain started. So hopefully everything will survive. And my son, Lamar, and his wife both, they came down and helped me out there in the garden. It rained a little bit, but not very much, so it wasn't too muddy. But we was able to get in there and straighten up all the cages, and Tara, she straightened up all the pepper plants, and so we got it back looking fairly good. And thankfully, none of the plants died that I could tell. But
We've had these windstorms come through before and do similar things to our garden.
We have it, and those tomato plants, they're almost 6 foot tall right now, and they just catch a lot of wind. And we had a lot of tree limbs that got blown down around the neighborhood, so I can understand why it blew over the tomato plants. Okay, so that was last Sunday. So remember that, because we're going to come back to that in a little bit. Monday, Marie and I just sort of took it easy and rested because we were trying to take care of her health. On Tuesday, I was feeling good. We went and had my immunotherapy treatment. Everything went fine. Marie took a couple of pictures of me there getting my treatment. And so got up Wednesday morning, and I was completely wiped out. And I was expecting to have 2 or 3 days before I got tired, but it hit me the very next day.
Sometimes it does do that because that's the way I was expecting similar things to happen to me on about the 3rd day, and it sometimes hits sooner.
Well, it hit sooner this time.
Yeah.
So Wednesday and Thursday, I was totally wiped out. So, but on Wednesday, while I'm on Wednesday, that morning, this is an update about our car that got hit at the Dollar Tree parking lot, and it was a hit and run. The insurance company for the vehicle that hit us, he called me, and he said that he had finally got everything worked out and settled, and that they were going to accept responsibility, and that they were going to pay for getting our car fixed. And so I want to give a special thanks to a lady that lives out in our area. Her sister, Diane, watches our chats and watches our channel. So Diane, be sure and tell your sister that I said thank you very much, because what happened, the lady that the vehicle belonged to, her boyfriend was driving the vehicle, and he hit us. And apparently he just didn't tell her that he had hit us. So she basically denied it. And then, long story short, the insurance man was able to talk to Diane's sister, and I'm not going to call her name, but I want to especially thank her because she had took a picture. And that picture, the insurance man was able to enlarge it and blow it up, and you could read the tag number on that vehicle just as plain. And so that was what got it settled in our favor. And so it took about 3 or 4 weeks because the other lady kept denying it all along. And I think she changed her story after he told her that he had a picture of the vehicle there with the tag number showing up very clearly. So but anyway, thanks again to Diane's sister. Okay. So Friday morning, I woke up. We'd been having rain all week long, and so our grass had grown like crazy. And I woke up feeling pretty good Friday morning. And I knew we had rain coming again Friday afternoon, so I wanted to try my best to get the grass cut. So I got up, got out there, and was able to cut the entire yard. I did cut all the grass. I did not do any weed eating. It took me 1 hour and a half to cut the grass. And so then, when I got through cutting the grass, it was around 11:30, and Marie and I was talking, and we said, you remember we was going to go down to Cave Springs and get some of that roasted chicken and roasted potato wedges? And Marie said, sounds good to me. So we took off to Cave Springs, and we went to the restaurant. And I've got a couple of pictures here I'll show you, but it's called Southern Flavor.
It's just like an old country restaurant, isn't it?
It really is, and they don't have any parking because they're right on the corner of downtown Cay Spring, and you have to park across the street out there in a parking lot.
Yeah.
So what we did, I parked and went in and got the meal for us, and we brought it home and enjoyed it at home, didn't we, Marie?
Yeah.
Now, I enjoyed mine very much, and it was exactly what I expected. Marie's chicken was tough. I don't think you enjoyed it too good, did you, Marie?
Well, I think it was cooked just a little, longer than maybe yours.
Yeah, it might have been. She might have got some of a different batch, but anyway, overall,
It was still, I enjoyed eating the crust on the outside. That's my favorite part, and it was still good.
yeah, overall it was pretty good. Well, we rocked on, and then Friday afternoon, I forget exactly what time, but here comes another windstorm. Now, the first windstorm was blowing from the east to the west, but this windstorm was blowing from the west to the east, and it blowed over all my tomato cages, not all of them, but over half of them, blowed them the other direction. And then it blowed all the pepper plants the other direction. So it didn't rain but just a little bit, but it was just a bad windstorm again Friday night. So as soon as it was over with, I went out there and I got everything stood back up, and I put these big blocks on it to keep it from turning over, but that wind still turned them over. But the tomatoes look pretty bad. They're still alive. I don't think any of the plants died, but they look terrible because you can just imagine, first time it turned over this direction, and then I stood up. Next time it turned this direction, I stood up. So they got all jumbled up in there. We do have quite a few tomatoes on there though, so looking forward to that. And I did go ahead and harvest some squash. I got 3 small squash, and we had harvested about 3 or 4 bell peppers, and I harvested 2 or 3 of those mystery peppers that we had. And so
They taste just like bell pepper, don't they? The mystery peppers.
yeah, they got a taste very similar to bell peppers. So last night, which was Friday night after the storm and after all that, we were trying to decide what we wanted to eat. So I come up with an idea for a little meal, and I used some of the vegetables from the garden and put together a little meal for us. And I'm going to show you just a little short clip here of what we had for dinner last night.
And it was really delicious.
Yes, that meal turned out very delicious, and we really enjoyed it, didn't we, Marie?
Yes, we did.
Okay, now this coming week, Marie and I both have to go to our primary care doctor, and then also it's been a little over a year since they put the light down in my throat and found the cancer, and so I have an appointment this week to go back and see that doctor again.
And y'all please remember us in prayer, because I always get nervous about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's going to want to do that test again where he puts the light down in there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when, they'll do the test, but I know they're going to do it again.
Yeah.
And then over the next, actually for the whole month of July, we have just got different appointments for different things. So the whole month is going to be pretty busy on that front, isn't it, Marie?
Yeah.
And so we'll keep you updated on things as they happen. And we may be a little slow on doing cooking videos.
Yeah, I was really disappointed because this week I had something in mind that I wanted to do and everything, but Calvin said you don't need to be standing up on your hip. But I really wanted to do it, but I can't wait to get back in the kitchen and start cooking again.
We'll do some things, and the little short clip I showed you of me making that meal last night,
Yeah.
we might do some little things like that too to sort of keep it going.
Calvin would have done some videos this week, but he was out too, wouldn't you?
I was wiped out completely.
Yeah.
Now today is Saturday. You'll be seeing this on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I am feeling better right now. But when I first got up this morning, I was still pretty tired this morning. But I'm feeling better now. So it's a slow process.
I wanted to tell you, I like your shirt that you got on. I think that looks nice on you.
Yeah, I love this shirt. Now I got two of these shirts. The other one is green and this one's brown. And this is the color of the Carhartt shirts.
Yeah.
And I love this shirt. I love my green one. If I'd known it was going to be so comfortable, I would have bought me 4 instead of just 2.
Yeah.
Because I really love them. And I love this color too. Okay. We also got a little short clip of Addison that her mother recorded. And I have not asked for permission to put this on YouTube yet. But I'm pretty sure she'll give me permission. But if she does, I'm going to add it right here at the end of this video. I don't want our video to be too terribly long. I've got a lot of clips that Kim has sent us over the last couple of weeks. And but I don't want to share everything because some of this stuff Kim wants to keep for herself. But anyway, that's probably about all we've got to talk about this week. I hope the video didn't stretch out too long, Marie.
Well, I think that this week has been challenging, but we got through it so far.
We made it through it to this point here.
Yeah.
And we didn't even talk about the weather other than the windstorms.
Yeah.
But we are having some intense heat right now. And I was not able to go outside on the front porch and water all of Marie's plants for the last 2 or 3 days. And Marie couldn't do it because of her hip. And to be honest with you, I forgot about it. So this morning when we got up early, we had to run to Walmart's and do a grocery pickup. And as we was backing out of the driveway, Marie said, "Oh my goodness, look how bad my flowers look." And so I said, "I'll water them as soon as we get back home."
And y'all know, too, right now that plants are not that cheap right now.
No, they're not.
Baskets and everything is so much higher than they used to be.
Yeah. So I got them all watered. When we got back home, they look pitiful. And I've had plants do that before, and you water them. A lot of times they'll come back, and I hope and pray these come back.
I do too.
But
And also I wanted to thank some people that sent me some cards about my hip, and one of the persons, one of the persons that sent me a card, she didn't have her name on it, but I have it over here on my refrigerator, and it's a picture of a dog. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see it, Kevin?
I can see it, but I don't know if the camera's picking it up.
Anyway, I thought that was so cute. I love those kind of dogs.
I'll take a picture of it, and I'll put it in here toward the end of the video.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Marie, that's about all I've got to talk about today. I hope we didn't bore you to death. This is just what we've been doing this last week.
This is our real life.
There's one thing we forgot to talk about.
Okay.
July 4th is coming up on Tuesday of this week.
Yeah.
And this is our plans because we've already had our little family get-together.
Yeah.
So we're probably not going to have another family get-together for Tuesday. But we've got some barbecue pork that's in the freezer, pulled pork. So all we got to do is get it out, heat it up. We're going to be having that, and we're going to make pork sandwiches out of it. We got a fresh pack of buns. We just picked them up this morning, didn't we, Marie?
Yeah.
We've got some of that Mexican corn salad that we made about a week or so ago,
That's really good.
and it's in the freezer. So I know it's going to be good. All we do is get it out the day before, let it thaw in the refrigerator, and it'll be perfect to go with this meal. We're also going to have potato salad and slaw, and we cheated on that. We got the pre-made packs at Walmart. So potato salad, we like the one that's got mustard in it,
Yeah.
and we got the pre-made pack of slaw. And then we're going to cook some baked beans, and we're just going to use a can of baked beans and cook them up. May put some peppers in it out of the garden.
And for dessert, I was wanting that Pepperidge Farm coconut cake, and as usual, Walmart didn't have it.
Well, we're going to,
They wanted to substitute it with a cookies and cream pie, and I don't get that. I don't understand why they didn't want to substitute it maybe with a chocolate cake or some other cake, but why go to pie?
that makes good sense, don't it?
Yeah.
But later this afternoon or either tomorrow, we're going to make a trip over to the Piggly Wiggly store, and we'll pick up a Pepperidge Farm cake over there. It'll cost us $2 more
Yeah.
to get it at Piggly Wiggly's,
Yeah.
but we'll go ahead and pick it up. And while we're there, they have their Coca-Colas, Coke Zeros on sale. You can get 4 of the 12 packs canned Coke Zeros for $14.
Also,
And that's
we
a
might,
real good price.
excuse me. Also, we might pick us up a watermelon because you have to have a watermelon on 4th of July.
That's true. We'll get the watermelon. Marie loves watermelons. You also love cantaloupes,
I got one of those.
and you've got one of them in the refrigerator already. Okay, that now is all I've got for this week, and hopefully we'll be able to do a cooking video this coming week.
I really hope so.
But if not, we'll see you next Sunday on our Sunday chat,
Yeah.
and we'll fill you in, and I'll try to take some little clips of different things we do just to sort of let you see more than just us sitting here. Okay, Marie, I'll let you close it out, huh?
Okay, so y'all do what you love and love what you do, and y'all have a great 4th of July. Bye.
Say your words. Hang on, wait for mine. Are you tired? Okay, say your words, ready? I am smart. I am kind. I am pretty. I listen. Say it. I listen. I am stronger every day. Good job. Watch where you're going.
Push the button, baby. Push the button. Push the button.
Turn it around. So.
She's gonna rock and I'm gonna rock.
Can you rock in that chair? Let's see you rock.
Oh, really? Yeah. How can you tell? Just because the tires are perfect?
Amanda can rock
It might help
too.
it go in the... Maybe, yeah.
Triangle.
Let's see who can rock the fastest.
And
Can Nana rock? Can Nana rock faster than you?
put it in.
Yeah.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here